Hi guys, so today marks the 5th anniversary of my knee replacement, so I thought I'd go on and share with you guys a couple of things about how my journey with my knee replacement has been going. A little over 5 years ago actually, I was actually in a car accident that totaled my car, and because of that my doctor decided that because of all the surgeries that I already had, them trying to replace my ACL, them trying to replace cartilage and all these things, that it was pretty much nothing else that they can do besides go ahead and replace it. So 5 years ago to this very day, I went ahead and got my knee replaced. Now I thought that it was going to solve all of my issues, but truth be told, it kind of was one of those things where I didn't have some issues, but it actually created new ones. Before I got my knee replacement, I couldn't really stand up for long periods of time. I was definitely stiff, had a lot of swelling and things like that. So after I got the knee replacement, I was able to stand up longer, definitely not in as much constant pain. What I didn't know is that my range of motion would definitely be severely affected, and I mean severely, to the point that all I can do really is sit in a seated position. Anything past that causes me extreme pain, and it just doesn't go. I've tried, and they've even done MUAs, which is manipulation under anesthesia, and even under anesthesia, it just wouldn't do what it's supposed to do. So what I wish I would have known before I got my knee replacement was that if you've had a lot of previous surgeries, the likelihood of you needing do the knee replacement again is definitely, it goes up. Because essentially your body is just so used to having all of this scar tissue and all of this dysfunction that once the knee replacement is in there, it essentially rejects it out of your body. So it doesn't really allow, your body doesn't allow it to function the way that it's designed to function. So I wish I would have known that beforehand, and I wish somebody would have told me about neuropathy. Now neuropathy is something that I have been suffering from for about a year and a half now. And I didn't know that happens with not just knee replacements, but any kind of hip replacement or having really kind of any foreign object implanted into your body. So from the knee down, if I'm sitting too long or sometimes even just standing, my leg would just go completely numb. Completely numb. So it's something that I've had to adjust to, find holistic ways to treat it. Some days are definitely better than others. And what I also wish I would have known is just kind of the emotional toll that having a knee replacement does to you. It is kind of embarrassing to be my age, and every time I go to a sporting event or Disneyland or anywhere that I'm literally beeping, going through these, metal detectors and stuff. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. I thought it was going to be a little bit of metal, something that went undetected, but it's definitely something I get stopped at airports over. Have to get patted down all the time, so that is a little weird. But what I also wanted to share with you guys is just how I am doing just mentally and physically. Replacements actually kind of have an expiration date, so they don't really want you to do too much as far as running and jumping and all these things. And because of my lack of range of motion, they told me that I'll probably having to use an assistive device all the time and I wouldn't be able to run. But guess what, you guys? I decided to, of course, take my health into my own hands and push myself in my body during my rehab and my workouts. Yeah, there are awesome things that kind of stop me from doing different things, but I'm happy to say that I can live a full life. And one other thing before I leave you guys is that I want you guys to check out The Bleeding Edge. It is a documentary on Netflix, and it's all about implants. It's about hip implants and other devices that are implanted into our body, and it explains to the viewers and anybody, and really educates people on how your body can be affected by different materials that don't belong in your body. And yes, they are created to assist your body, but they can have bad effects, such as some of the materials and things that are being used. Please go ahead and watch it before you get something done, or even if you know someone or if you have something done. And also be mindful of the materials that your surgeon puts into your body. Before you go into surgery, make sure that you're asking your doctor or your physician or your orthopedist or whoever it is for the specific name of the device that is being implanted inside of you. I know there are times, especially if something's for your heart or something, that, you know, those are like emergency situations, so you don't really have time to ask. But it's of utmost importance that before, preferably, but even after, that you ask these questions, because like I said, medical devices, especially those that are implanted internally, have expiration dates. And what happens after the expiration dates is that they corrode, they could poison your body, and your body can have all these adverse effects. And also, you guys, I've heard stories of people actually being implanted with devices that are already expired. So if you have that information before you go under the knife, you could just do a quick Google search, ask if these, just to double check to see if anything has been recalled or anything like that before you go under the knife. So thank you guys. I just wanted to share that I'm just proud of myself, and I'm grateful, and I feel totally blessed to be able to function the way that I function, even though the medical professionals have counted me out. So I just wanted to share and just celebrate my 5 years of just rehab, recovery, and healing. Thank you guys, and always remember that you are stronger than you feel.